Huh. Oh, hi, welcome to my little backyard. As you can see, I'm struggling with this gate a little bit. It sagged over the winter. We're gonna have to get to that before we can do anything else in this episode. In this episode, we're gonna put garden soil that we got a little while ago into the boxes and get it ready to plant a garden. My name is Randy. I'm an amateur, and as an amateur, I make a lot of mistakes. With your help, I may just get this garden finished. Speaking of mistakes, I got all these things ready to repair the gate. What I'm going to do is take this hinge and put it at the top board of the gate, and it should bring the gate up and balance it a bit better to open up. But before we do that, you noticed this, didn't you? You noticed that I've got some styrofoam here. Actually, I went to a local factory and I got a lot of it, and I'll let you know what that's all about after I get this hinge on. I'm going to put the hinge right at the top, like I was saying, to hold this together. And then I'm going to put a ratchet strap around here to pull it together and put the bolts in, and hopefully that's going to make it work. And then I'm going to add in cross braces to keep the whole gate square. That should work pretty good. Let's get to it. No need to take down the gate because we can use the ratchet strap to pull the gate tight to the fence post. This is a very simple process. Feed the strap around the gate and the fence post, and then tighten it up and pull the gate tight against the post. Once that's done, add the extra hinge by bolting it to the gate using the impact driver. Another handy tool to speed up the process. Then, just a quick adjustment to the gate latch because we lifted that side of the gate a little, making the latch not able to lift. Okay. That's one project down. You know what we have to do next? We have to fix this header here, which I haven't talked about yet. I'll talk about in a second. Another mistake I made, a ratchet strap holding this together because the bolts that I put through here didn't quite make it all the way through because it went through knots and it was really tight. So the whole post came away, and I thought I'm gonna put this on here. It's been ugly, it's been sitting here for a couple of months. I'd like to get rid of it now. So I've pre-drilled some holes, and hopefully after I get these bolts in, I'll be able to take it off. So because the bolts are a little longer, I'm expecting to put a little effort into this, but I expect it will be a quick repair. I was disappointed that the old bolts didn't hold. I thought for sure they would. Instead, like I mentioned, I just drilled holes beside them and I added the longer bolt. Using a ratchet to finesse them into place with a little effort and some switching back and forth between arms when they got tired. At one point I did need to get the step ladder for leverage. I think that's it. Now, to finally take the strap off. But the bolts went in and the repair was complete. Yes, yes, yes. No more. Finally, the ugly strap can come down. I feel much better. It feels so good to get that repair finished. I finally get to go in and out of my gate without pushing it and lifting it. This was disaster. Guess what? We're almost to the point where we get to plant a garden. But the first step is to use the styrofoam. It's going to fill the boxes a little bit more. And then when we add the garden soil, it should bring it right to the top. That green bag is filled with that styrofoam. We're going to put that down, and then we're going to put the fill over top of it, the old fill that's already in the boxes. I'm going to level it off, and then after that we're going to put in landscape fabric. Now landscape fabric is hopefully going to keep the weeds down and out of the cucumbers. I decided I will only do one box at a time. That way I'm not running back and forth. I'm going to start the very last box first. So as I began to put the styrofoam into the box, I realized that this first box had already enough fill in it. What to do? Well, to make it easy to level off, I guess I best just use the old rake and shovel. Just another reason I like the garden. The exercise is excellent. Next, I put down the weed barrier to keep whatever might grow from the fill actually growing. Then finally, I get to open up the first bag of nice garden soil and fill up this box. It took some trips and more shoveling and raking, but I got it done. So I think I'm going to call it a day. That's quite a bit. We'll have to do a second day. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, I really didn't need as much styrofoam as all this, but I'll still use some to finish off the last 2 boxes. I didn't realize it was going to take so much time from yesterday, so I guess the second day isn't that bad, and I hope to finish it. I have noticed though, as I was doing the first box, that the soil is very high quality, and I've got very good confidence that the vegetables will grow really well. Well, I guess I better get back to work, or it's going to be another day. You could use other fill like rocks and any other material to get the level up, as long as it's not toxic, that is. Styrofoam is a good option because it is light and will last, but over time will compact. As you can see, I'm using plastic now as a barrier because I ran out of the weed mat at Paris to say. Then back to shoveling and wheeling as the next box gets filled up. I can tell you that it was fun to drag the bag up to empty that last little bit. On to the next box. I can hardly wait until this is finished. I'm getting a little tired. Next one now, it should go a little faster. After all, I'm right next to the bags. Same process as before. I put in the styrofoam pieces, then add plastic barrier. I have to tell you that I was very happy that I planned it so this box was last. Being able to shove it right in made the end of the day much easier. Yes, my last bag. Well, I got one more, but that doesn't count. I'll tell you why in a second. The satisfaction I feel right now is nothing short of relief that we finally get to plant the garden. So proud that we've gotten this far. The bag behind me, I'm going to use that to fill up and top up the rest of the boxes. So I don't really want to show that to you, and I don't think you want to watch it. In the next episode, I got a surprise for you, and I can hardly wait to show it to you. I think you're really going to like it. That's it for now. I want to thank you for joining me. Until next time, good gardening and good health.